Good morning everybody and welcome back to another video on my dada's channel. So a couple of friends of mine have jumped on a trend started by big time YouTuber Nando V Movies in which they describe one of their favorite scenes with a villain. And I decided to join in on this. But which movie's villain should I talk about? Oh, I know! So Oliver and Company is a movie which, if you somehow didn't know, I love. It's basically about this cute cat joining a dog gang before being kidnapped by a nice girl, before being kidnapped by the gang of dogs again, and then the nice girl gets kidnapped by the villain, only for the gang of dogs to kidnap her back again and electrocute the villain's dogs. Rated E for everyone, everybody. Anyways, the villain, Sykes. He's a money shark and lended money to this guy, Fagin, and he's cold and very cruel. In every scene you see of him, that is clear, like crystal clear. But I have to choose one scene, and if I'll go with one, I'll go with his introduction scene, which also introduces dogs, and those are also pretty villainous. So 2-in-1 combo, right? So before the scene starts, we already got introduced to our cat, main character, and the gang of dogs, most of them right before that scene, and they just met up with each other, and we've known Fagin, a guy who owes Sykes the money, only a couple of seconds before we hear the honking of a car and he screams Sykes in total panic, already setting up the character a little before the scene starts. But then the scene starts. We see Fagin desperately looking for the stuff the dogs collected to pay off Sykes before Sykes' dogs send him off. The dogs growl and maniacally laugh. So if it wasn't clear yet, this is gonna be the villain. We pan up to Sykes' car. Big, expansive, 3D animated. Fagin can barely stand next to it. You can see the contrast between the two characters, rich and poor. So I'm gonna talk a little bit out of chronological order right now, because the movie likes to switch between Sykes and Roscoe and DeSoto. So first, let's talk about the sections with Sykes. Already showing off his ego, ignoring Fagin, caring for nothing but the money. When he sees he doesn't have the money, he goes complete evil, nearly killing our dear Mr. Fagin multiple times, calling it garbage. And not gonna lie, I can't describe the scene all I want, but it's the acting of Robert Loggia that really makes it work.
People get hurt. People like you get hurt.
Sykes set a time. Not telling you what'll happen if he doesn't reach that time. Most likely, kill. Before he nearly kills Fagin again, because Fagin just loves to nearly be killed. So now for the dogs, Roscoe and DeSoto. In the first scene, we already see the most villainous act ever in history. Randomly hitting up with a girl who clearly doesn't want you. Before he gets the sickest burn in cinematic history.
Rather dangerous to use one's entire vocabulary in a single sentence.
And we immediately go back to their evil side, not letting it go. Roscoe breaks the TV just because he finds it funny. In a shot where you see that Jenny has the same birthday as me. DeSoto sees Oliver and exclaims,
I like cats. I like to eat them.
Before being called by Sykes, right before they could attack the gang. If it weren't for Sykes, they would have. And the scene ends. From these scenes, we know how evil they are. They keep this throughout the movie until their very, very cruel death. Like, seriously, how is this rated E for everyone? And I think this might be one of the best introduction scenes of a villain. In fact, I think every introduction scene in this movie is amazing. In fact, I think every scene in this movie is amazing. That's why it's my favorite movie.